Okay, so picking up on step 4 of the review assignment for Access Tutorial 4. Um, in the end of the last video we applied the theme. In this case I think it was called Facet. And just remember, whenever you want to apply a theme, on the Design tab here while you're in Layout View, you can do this in Design View as well. Find the theme of interest, and then if you click on it, then it's going to apply that theme to every object in your database. If you want it to apply to just the current object, then you right-click on the theme and do this object only. Okay, so that's how we ended the last video. Moving on to step 4. Actually, let's do this before we do that. Something that's really important to understand in a form is the views that you have. When you right-click on this tab, you'll see there's 3 different views to choose from, or if you go up here, you'll see there's 3 different views to choose from. Kind of the way I look at it is Design View is for more advanced users, and we'll use that a lot more when we get to Tutorial 6. Layout View is nice because it enables you to do a lot of the stuff you can do in Design View as far as adding controls in, doing formatting and arranging and all that kind of stuff. So these 3 tabs are important. The thing about Layout View, though, is that it does not enable you to make data modifications. So for example, let's say I want to change this 10 to a 9 or something like that. If I click on that and I try to type a 9, it won't let you make data value changes. So Layout View is designed for what we just did, applying a theme, changing the size or the shape of an object, adding in new controls, that kind of stuff. When you want to make actual data changes, where you want to change the value of a field, you have to switch to Form View. Now that I'm in Form View, if I wanted to change this from a 10 to a 9, it'll let me do that. I don't really want to do that, so I'm going to press the Escape key. But point being is that just be aware of the view that you need to be in. And at this point, for the most part, you're going to be in Layout View when you want to make design changes. You're going to be in Form View when you want to make data value changes. So that's kind of just a generic way to remember. Okay, so in step 4, we want to insert a picture into our form. And so that's going to be a Layout View type of situation, because we're not changing a record as far as the field values. So while in Layout View, I want to be on the Design tab here, and you'll see all these controls up here, one of which is Insert Image, and that's a common thing for people to do. However, most of the time when you want to insert a picture and you want it to be in this upper section, this is called the form header. If you want the picture to go into the form header, easiest thing to do is click Logo. So you click Logo, and then you just browse for the picture. Now, you want to make sure that you're going to the right location, and it should go your textbook files, Access 1 Review, and supplies.bmp is the file that you're looking for. So insert that picture, and then you can kind of see this is what's called a layout control. That little tiny, it's really hard to see, but there's a little tiny like a table symbol that if you've used Microsoft Word, this little four-headed little arrow thing in the upper left corner indicates a table. See, it attaches to a big block here, and I really want this to be kind of a standalone, so I'm going to click on the object, the picture, and then if I right-click on it and go to Layout, then I can choose Remove Layout. That enables me now to grab this object and move it wherever I want to move it to, and resize it, and I think they ask you to make it as big as possible, so you can still see everything. So something like that. Make it as big or as little as you want, but it's got to stay in this blue area. So we've done that. Let's see. That looks like that was steps 4 and 5. So we can go ahead and stop there, and we'll come back and pick up on the rest of this video in the upcoming steps.